So me and a good friend of mine, I've been working out recently. I've been working out a lot more than I actually have in the past, and one of the hardest things is to stay consistent. Everyone can get that first week of the gym in after the New Year's, and then comes week 2, that Monday hits and you're like, okay, am I really committed to this, or did I just have this first initial flame, but now I don't have anything to carry me throughout the way? And I think it's that same way with faith and Christianity and learning to walk with God. It's like we get this initial burn and we get this initial flame and we're just like, I'm so like encaptured by God. But then it comes like, now I have to live with him. Because like, I feel like it's easy to become a Christian, but the hard part is staying a Christian, if you know what I mean. So since most of the viewers that watch this channel are pretty much older, I think 17 through 24, we get this concept pretty well. I think that God is much more interested in a relationship rather than just the first date. A lot of us have this nice first date with God and we're just like, yeah, he's so good. But in a relationship comes many things, and many things that we don't expect, many things that we learn about one another that we didn't know before. And that's that same thing that God wants and that God desires. One of my favorite Bible verses is John 17:3, and it says that this is life eternal, to know God and Jesus Christ whom he has sent. What this means is that you can like have that first date with God, but to actually know someone, it's actually the same word if you look like in the Bible in the Greek. The same word for know is to like how a husband and wife know each other in their personal time, like very intimate and very like close relationship with God. So as we're like learning to keep this flame going, we have to know that it takes some relationship building, and in that relationship there's things that happen that we don't necessarily want to happen. That might be one of the parties might be saying, this one thing makes me uncomfortable, I wish that you would stop doing it. Usually that's God convicting us of our sin, which ultimately he knows what's best for us anyway. Or it could just be one person calling them out in faith and just saying like, will you trust me with this as well? This is usually God, because he's the one that like leads this relationship ultimately. We are also known as the bride of Christ. We're the one that is supposed to be following what Jesus is doing. So in everything, we have this first spark, this initial spark of like, man, I am just so excited to go out and pursue this thing. How can I just go out and do it? But it takes like working out through the kinks and working out through all these things until we get to that place where we know that we're gonna actually succeed in it. So I know half of you are probably wondering, why is Montel in the woods right now? Some of you probably aren't, because you know I just love the woods, but I just love the woods. And I'm probably gonna shoot some pictures, some self-portraits if you guys want to see them. I started a little Instagram like separate from my regular Instagram, which is Montel Fish. I started an Instagram with the first letter and the first letter of the first word and the second letter of the first letter of the second word, which basically just Fontel Mish, where I just post like different photos of different places I'm traveling. So I'm probably just gonna take some photos right now and show them on here. Let's see. So it actually just started raining right as I began to shoot pretty much. I still got a few photos out, which I'm not mad about, but I'm gonna head back home because it's looked like it's gonna be coming down for a while. So. Well, a little bit soaked, but that's all right. It definitely just started coming down out of nowhere. I actually don't know what was up with that, but as I was saying, in a relationship, in working out, in anything that's staying consistent, you're gonna have barriers and you're gonna have things that are gonna keep you from keeping your flame going. And you just have to work around it. You just gotta go with the flow and see what happens. I've actually been eating a bit different as well. I've been doing the thing called intermittent fasting. So basically, I try not to eat from 10 p.m. to 2 p.m. every day, 10 p.m. to 2 p.m. every day, and then I just eat between 2 p.m. and 10 p.m. So 8 hours of eating, 16 hours of fasting. And, you know, I've doing like for spiritual reasons as well. Like I was doing one last week where I pretty much just wasn't checking my phone or social media or anything like that. Just spending more time with God, like spending more time in prayer and just fasting for spiritual reasons as well. Because I think fasting, like, it really helps us not focus on the things of this world and like solely just focus on God. But I'm also doing it for health reasons as well. I'm actually about to go downstairs and eat a snack right now. I've been trying this like peanut butter and banana snack. It might sound crazy, but I think it's good. I'm gonna show you.
All right. Love you too.
I'm gonna try my snack.
Oh gosh, I already like that, but that doesn't look too appealing right now.
Why?
It just doesn't. Like, if you would have the peanut butter just on the plate and then just like cut the bananas and put it in there.
I didn't put that.
Yeah.
No?
No thanks.
Alright, I really don't think my mom knows what she's talking about. That banana and peanut butter was good, and it looked pretty good to me. But this video is over. Hopefully you guys gained something from it and just learning about relationship and learning relationship with God and the Father. It's a walk through life, and I'm excited for it. I don't know what this life and what God has holding in this life for me, but I'm just excited. And I know it's gonna take some bumps in the road. It's gonna go through some hard times, but the fact is that like God said he'd always be with us. So I'm just trusting in that and resting. Hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.